Howdy, howdy, howdy all. There's Linda is in the house. Muena and Donna and Shirley. Yes, my hair is down. All 4 feet of it or whatever. And there's Joyce. How you all doing? This is an impromptu live stream. PJ and Carrie could not get their computer to work, so this is one half of Cranky Crafters. Hi, Barb. And there's Patricia and Ashley and Tammy and Crystal and Carrie, Thomas and Jane. How are you all, guys? It's so good to see you guys on an impromptu stream tonight. So, yes, Lino. We are doing Lino. And Lino is short for linoleum. And let me switch to the overhead. Hi, Janet. So this is linoleum, okay? Here's the information on it, okay? It is unmounted linoleum, and it's made by Speedball. And I'm a wee bit annoyed that there is so little material on here. I was playing around with it while I was waiting. And I don't know if you can see this, but it almost looks like it's down to the burlap already. So I'm a little bit dismayed at that. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Tori. Who else came in? So, yes, this is an impromptu live stream. Aw, Moo's having a bad signal. I'm sorry. But what I'm doing is right now I'm trying to cut out the one piece that I'm working on because I think it might be easier to work on the actual size piece than the whole piece. But I may be wrong. And Muena is the expert on lino. She does it all the time. And it feels so strange not to have listened to Carrie and PJ in my head. So what I'm trying to do tonight is I am attempting to carve out. Hello, Linda, my love. How are you all? It's so good to see you all. I'm attempting to carve out a chicken. Now, this is the way I operate, and it's a problem, I admit. The first time I taught myself how to knit, I did it by sitting across from a right-handed knitter, and I tried to mimic what she was doing. The very first project I picked up was a 14 pattern fisherman knit sweater, and I did it in 6 weeks. So yeah, since then I've learned how to knit right-handed and it's much easier. But anyway, so I never start small. I have a problem with that. You know, if I'm going to do something, I give it all my gusto. So this may be far too detailed to use, for a very first project, but we'll leave it up to Muena. I can tell you the size of this. This piece is 6 inches wide or 15 centimeters. And it is 20 centimeters tall or 7 3/4 inches. Go big or go home. That's my motto. Oh, well, you can wish them well in the Facebook group, guys. You still want the outhouse? I did draw that. In fact, I think I did it on my digital, where I tried to play with that digital tablet that I got. So I did draw it. But and this tool that I'm using is a Ryobi Power Carver. You still want a dang girlfriend for Mr. Smithers. Well, we'll have to work on that one too. And it comes with a bunch of tools. And as you can see, this is covered by wood dust. because this is left over from my woodworking days. All of these blades come pre-sharpened and they are basically disposable. You really cannot sharpen them again. Hello, Emma. Who else popped in? So this is a power carver, and the only reason that I have the power carver is because I don't have a handle that will hold these tools any other way. So I'm going to try it with this. I don't know if I'm going to use the power carver. It certainly does work nicely, but it makes noise. Carrie's computer was just not able to handle, you need a powerful computer to do live streaming, and between the Google Hangouts connection with me, it was just too much for her old computer. So hi PJ, hi Carrie. So we tried several times and it just didn't work. So once they get moved in, they'll be doing everything through PJ's computer, which is more powerful. So just give them a little bit of patience as they work out this stuff. And if you want to wish them well, hello Lizard503, how are you? If you want to wish them well as they get prepared to move into their house, please do, send lots and lots of love and support via the 70 Acres Art Studio Flock Facebook group, which should be popping up here soon. And yeah, you can send them lots of love over there. They check out those that group all the time, basically all day. So yeah, it's gonna be real sad, boy. Wednesdays and Fridays are gonna be really, really sad until you guys get set up. But we completely understand. This is a very exciting time of your life, and you certainly don't need any additional stress about her computer not working and whatnot. So, pack up the computer. I would suggest for your own safety, PJ, that you leave all of Carrie's paper and paper bead making supplies available to her. Do not pack those. If you do, you could get seriously hurt. So yeah, I think Carrie will be okay as long as she has her paper bead making supplies available to her. So yeah. But anyway, so you'll try and get to the new setup, yeah. Oh good, you're taking a week off. That's good, PJ. I know you had your gout flare up, so just be careful. Oh, good. Carrie already has all of her paper bead supplies set aside. That's good. Aw, you tried, but Head's not letting me watch this. Aw, Shirley, I'm so sorry. Love you. Hi, Kelly. How are you? This is a very impromptu stream tonight, Kelly. Carrie's computer was acting up, so we couldn't do Cranky Crafters. So this is one half of Cranky Crafters. Okay, and we're playing with a Lino block, linoleum. And it's a carving block. If you are my age, then you probably remember this from like art class and like, I don't know, elementary school at some point. You carve out the area that you don't want to print and you leave the areas that you do want to print. So that's what it's all about. And this is, we got this bug by watching our favorite UK gal, Muenna. She is my British daughter. I have adopted her. And Petal is my grand hamster. You're watching this from a bus? That's cool. So, oh, Rio's going live. Oh, he's going to where? Costa Rica? I will try and pop over there and, well, I can if I'm live, but if you do pop over there, Donna, then tell Chase I hope he has a safe trip, and that he has lots of fun. So anyway, so this is one of my chickens, as usual, just for half an hour. Oh, okay. Let me try and zoom in a wee bit. Okay, as you can see, I've already started carving a wee bit. And again, this is a power carver, and I really don't want to turn it on. It works great, but it's a little bit noisy. So I'll try and do it manually, and we'll see how far we get. I am currently using a spring clamp to secure the cutting board that is securing the lino, so that it will, what do you call it? So that it won't move when I push against it. And I have scored this line here so that as my blade approaches the border, it should, it should stop. So we'll see what happens. These are pre-sharpened blades, and they work perfectly for this. I have wood carving tools all over the place, everywhere, all different types, all different qualities, and none of them were working on the lino. They were, the bevel of the blade was too steep, and I was getting no purchase at all on the lino. So we're going with this. Hi, Roberta. These are nice and shallow. You can see that there. And the bevel is very, very a low angle. It's probably about a 50-degree angle, so it works nicely. Oh, Roberta, did that person who had the 40 acres respond back to you? I was reading about that on Facebook. What about the really narrow parts? Well, that's when I'll trade off to a different tool. I've got this kind of tool here. That's a sharp V. Hello, CJ. How are you? I've got one that is a U-shaped. And I have smaller gouges that take up less and less room. So you basically want to change your blade out, depending on the areas. Like when I get into these little tiny nooks and crannies, like I said, I go big or I go home. I'm going to have to use, the real tiny ones. And he's keeping it to log, but has one that's under 20 acres. Well, there you go. So, I can use the thinner pieces, the thinner tools when I get, closer and closer to my line. So, hello, little C, how are you? I wish I had a smaller handle because this thing weighs quite a bit. Little C is in the house. So I'm just going to continue on with this. And I don't know, Muena, I don't know how thick are your lino blocks, because this one just doesn't seem to have much meat on it. What material am I carving? This is a linoleum block. That's what it is. I'm doing good today. I'm doing good. I shipped out, I don't know if Sherry is in the house. Sherry, is it Habling? I know she follows me, and she's in the Facebook group. I mailed her piece out to Canada today, to her new home. So she should have that pretty soon. That was logged and barren. No, you don't want something that's logged and barren. For some reason, a lot of property in my area has sold recently, and the first thing they do is they log it clear. Now, it's either because they want the money from the timber, or they're going to make it a Christmas tree farm. And Every time, every single time somebody has clear cut their entire property, we've had landslides and mudslides. What happens is you get a dry period of weather, and what happens to clay when it's dry? It shrinks and it cracks. So then what happens when you have very heavy rains? The heavy rains go into those cracks, and next thing you know, all that dried up clay gets real slick and just slides down the mountain. So yeah, stupid. And it just tears my heart out when I see them clear cut property like that. It's horrible. We have about, I think about $40,000 worth of timber on our property, but there's no way I'd clear cut. No way, Jose. They did that to the property right next to mine that borders my property to the west. They clear cut it, and I've had nothing but problems with trespassers and poachers on my land since. Oh, good. PJ and Carrie are still here. I'm not exactly sure how to go about doing it. It's something I have to learn how to do, because I've told Kelly and I've told Rebecca and a few others that I would be more than willing to, live stream with them just to get them, used to it and used to working while watching the chat. So I have to figure out how to set it up so other people can log into my Hangouts. Oh, I thought maybe you went and started packing or something, PJ. But anyway, so, I have to figure out how to set it up so people log in with a Hangouts window and stream via my machine, because I know my machine and my internet can handle it. Because I would love to stream with Rebecca and any number of other folks that want to try it, because it's a lot of fun. It really is. And if you have a partner to help you out when you first start doing it, it helps you get used to working while watching the chat. So you get used to it. And sometimes I get lost in thought and, I forget to check the chat, but it's no big deal. Because, you can just tell folks, just kick me under the table if I'm ignoring you. Let's see. Can you still see that? Yes. Try and move it over a wee bit. Move the mouse. So it's kind of difficult for you to see what's going on here because they're the same colors. I think Moena uses, it's gray on the top and I think it's black underneath. So it's a little bit easier to see what's going on, but this is all one color. And but you'd get used to it though, Jane, because then all of a sudden I remember that, hey, I'm supposed to be entertaining folks and interacting with them. So, you can do it. And it really depends on what kind of channel, you have and that you want to have. If you're just doing a quiet tutorial where, you all can watch and then occasionally answer questions or something, then that's fine. But I'm a smart aleck and I do like to, interact with my peeps. So, but yeah, I'm more than willing to try it with any one of you. It can be lots of fun. It really is. I have so much fun with you guys. And most of you are here that were here last night when I was streaming. And I started writing a post and then I got distracted. Can I use the tool last night with the stone to work with this? No, that's a grinder. And what would happen is, this is a vinyl product, which is a polymer, you know, a plastic. So if I were to use the grinder, this stuff would start melting and it would clog the bits. It would completely destroy the bits. So you don't want to use a grinding tool. You want to use a carving tool or a cutting tool. So that's the difference between this and what I was doing last night. Last night I was using a grinder with diamond bits to carve stone. And this is more of a cutting tool to carve lino or wood. So anyway, and you don't want it perfectly clean here. Like this is kind of sloppy, and I'll try and clean that up. Here you can see all the carve marks, and they're all going in, you know, they're relatively the same fashion. And when you print with this, you can actually see some of this, and it makes it more legitimate. You know, it's definitely a print, and you know that. Can you not just use the tip without turning it on? No, because nothing would happen. The diamond tip would just sit there and not move. The grinding tools are meant to spin at a high RPM. So, you know, this looks kind of messy over here. It's all over the place, and this seems nice. I actually like this pattern. So let's see if I can't, you know, maintain that. But definitely, Muena is still here, I believe. So if you have to scroll up a wee bit, scroll up. I know she was having problems with her connection. But scroll up and look for Muena Ren. And pop over to her channel and subscribe. She does lino all the time. And she's working on a beautiful chicken. I think she actually finished it, and she's actually selling prints of it. It's beautiful. One of these days I have to buy a print from her. Well, we're doing 0.5 Cranky Crafter. Yeah, Carrie's computer was just not wanting to play tonight. It was feeling a lot more cranky than the rest of us, so we gave it the night off. Oh, I'm sorry you had a rough day, Jane. You know, catch me up in the Facebook group or on Messenger anytime. You know, if you need a shoulder to cry on, if you need somebody to blow off steam with, feel free. You know, I'm there for you. Let's see if I can't move this a wee bit. Okay. Can't really see. I'll have to change the position of the board. Yeah, yesterday was a rough day. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Most of you guys were here last night, so you know what I was talking about. You know that the wonderful Allison Sook took me for a ride, as well as somebody else. And I want to thank you ever so much. I tried to start writing a Facebook message to all you all, but I got distracted with trying to find carving tools. But I want to thank you all so very much. You guys sent me super chats and PayPal, and I just can't thank you enough. And I told Kim Marie, because one of the gift pieces that Allison supposedly won was a present for Kim Marie. And the other one was also supposed to go to Kim Marie, and Kim Marie asked that I send it to Sean. So I did, without being paid first. So that was my mistake and my mistake only, you know, because I already had to send something to Kim Marie anyway. So I sent the gift to her at that time, and I was being rushed to try and get these packages packed into the post office, and I inadvertently sent Sean's package to him, you know, again, without Allison paying for it. So I wanted to let you guys know that due to your overwhelming generosity, I had a good cry after the show, number one. Number two, I told Kim Marie that she doesn't have to pay for those pieces. She wanted to pay for them, and I said, absolutely not, because that would not be right. You guys were just so considerate and so generous that there's really no need for Kim. It wouldn't be fair, you know. You guys sent so much money, I just still can't. I still just can't, you know, take that money from Kim Marie. That would be very wrong. So, and I was talked to PJ about it today too, and yeah, it's would be wrong. So I'm not taking any money. Oops, I'm sorry guys, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm not taking any money from Kim Marie. So, and I think I'm going to try and move this. I'm trying to work on this big heavy duty clipboard, and I'm trying to... You still can't believe how it is that you found this group? Well, Jane, I sure am glad that you did find it. Hello, Renee. How are you? What is the tool that you see? This is a Ryobi Power Carver, and I'm not using it on because it makes a lot of noise. I am carving linoleum, and this is mostly for carving wood, so that's why it's powered, and it acts like a very small pneumatic hammer. I can turn it on and let you watch, but I'll turn it off again because it's noisy. So let me try and revamp this piece so you can actually see. Trying very hard to figure out a way so you can see what's going on, and I am at the max here. So here we go. Let's try this. Okay, so you can see that it is noisy, but it does a beautiful job. And when I'm not filming anymore, I will certainly turn it on. But for now, I'm just going to use it manual like, because I don't want to make you people have to listen to all that. Yeah, this is a Ryobi Power Carver, and it comes with a set of blades. These blades are, you know, they are what they are. They're beautiful. They come very sharp, and you really have no way to sharpen them, so they are replaceable. You keep using them until they're dull, and then you toss them out and you buy a new set. Yeah, no, it's too noisy to use while filming, so I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna wing it, you know. It's no big deal. And I think what I might try and do is use my knife to try and do a stop cut on areas that I don't want to get chopped off. That way, when the power carver hits it, it will stop. So I think maybe I'll do that now. You can watch that. Let's get that. Karma has a way of taking care of people. Yeah. Yeah, I called her out. I posted a public post and shared it with a lot of the groups that I'm in about this person, you know, because I don't want anyone else getting ripped off. I know a lot of other folks do the auctions, and I would hate to see them get robbed. Can you use it to carve leather? Leather is... leather has, you know, intertwining fibers. That's what makes it stay together. You know, your skin is pretty tough, and that's what leather is. So it has interwoven fibers inside of it that holds it together. Whether or not you could use this to carve leather, I don't know. I've never carved leather, so I would not be able to answer that. All right, so now let's see what happens. One thing I know is that you should not have this propped up the way I do right now, because if you do, it can very possibly crack. I'm going to move it aside here and try and maybe rotate this. Let's see if it's any easier for me to get it so you can actually see what's going on. There. There, now you can see. I see that Rio just went live, so if y'all are two-timing, you know, watching Rio at the same time, please do convey my my love to Rio, and tell Chase I hope he has a wonderful and safe trip. Why are you crying, sweetheart? Don't cry. Why are you crying, Tracy, my love? Don't cry. No, no cry. Oh, for heaven's sakes. That's the problem when you're doing this. You really, it needs to be supported here. Let me go get another spring clamp. I'll be right back. I have others. Let's see. Where did they all go? I had a bunch of them. They fall down in here. I have no idea. I don't know where they are. Oh well. Manual it is. Oh, you're very pissed at that, Allison. Yeah, me too. Tracy, don't you cry. Just don't do it. Oh, good night, Linda. Maybe what I'll try and do is just maybe I'll try this and see if that works. Yeah, normally carving leather is done with the leather wet. Yes, and your knife is held straight up. Yeah. You do more of a punch on leather than you do a carve. Oh, I'm not going to turn that on. I forgot. It does work nicely, though, with it turned on. Hi, Jillian. I didn't see you pop in before. Please tell me what I missed so you can be wary. If you do any online auctions, avoid anybody named Allison Sook. A-L-L-I-S-O-N. And her last name is S-U-K. She robbed... well, she didn't rob. I mean, she didn't get the merchandise. But she racked up over $1,600 worth of bids and purchases with somebody we all know and love, and some of us are actually watching her live right now. And she did the same thing with me for over $400 worth of pieces. So avoid her. She has since deleted her YouTube account. Hi, Clara. So, you know, she used to be Allison space S, and she has deleted her YouTube account because I went in to try and block her and there was nothing to block anymore. No, I'm not kidding you there, Kelly. That's, you know, I made a public post on Facebook and in several Facebook groups that I'm in about what happened, to warn people that do, you know, any kind of online, you know, live streaming, live sales, live auctions. Because she is basically a rip-off artist. So, just keep that in mind. I have to figure out a better way of doing an online auction. And someone actually suggested that I do it in Facebook, and I'm considering that, but I have to figure out a few things first. I know you can accept payments in Facebook. I don't know how. Is she a troll? No, she was extremely active in my channel. But I found it strange that she had not joined the Facebook group. I could not find her on Facebook. And every time I tried to email her, she claimed that she never got it, even though there were no bounce messages. And she said that she never got the invoices from PayPal, but PayPal showed no sign of any bounces. So, and like I said, unfortunately, she's deleted her YouTube account, and that was the only way I knew to find her, besides her email addresses. So just beware. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to look into Facebook, and I'm going to see if that might be a better way to do it. And folks here have asked me if I could do it on Facebook. So, hi, Sonia. How are you, darling? Am I going to paint the background? No, actually what I'm going to be doing is what I cut away will not be showing. What I leave will actually, it's going to turn into basically a stamp. You're going to roll ink over it, and then you're going to stamp on it. Did you catch it before sending stuff? Actually, no. I had sent 2 pieces that she had bid on for gifts, and I had shipped those out. That was completely my error. You know, I shipped the one because I was shipping something else to that person anyway, and the other one I was in a rush. So, but through the generosity of everybody here, I ended up making up the difference. So I told the person that the gifts were for that she doesn't have to pay for them, because it would be wrong, because you guys were so generous last night. So, and you know, maybe I'll do a couple of prizes on Tuesday, or maybe the next couple of Tuesdays, just to make up for, you know, the generosity of everybody here. Uh-oh, hubby's home. Hi, Carol. Yeah, please all sub to each other. Definitely. That looks like it's going to be a large stamp. Well, it's not so much a stamp as it is a print. You know, remember, do you remember copper, you know, when they carve copper and then they press it and they print it? It's basically the same concept. It's block printing. So that's what this is. This is one of my chickens. And I'm using a power carver with it turned off because it makes too much noise. Yeah, I did post her name, Tori. That way folks don't, you know, end up in the same boat that I'm in. So, but all is good. Okay, let's see if I'm going to kind of shift over to this side and try and carve on the other side now. Muena, I don't know. I think she had problems with her internet, so I don't know if Muena is still here, but she is the expert and the inspiration for this. She made a beautiful chicken lino print that came out beautiful, or I should say lino block. It really came out very, very pretty. Well, I've never done this. I've never done the printing before, so I have to see how it works. I've got a brayer, and heavens knows I have enough ink. So we'll give it a shot, see what happens. You can also use like fluid acrylics. I have Bombay inks I could try. So we'll see. Did she post in the group? The person that was bad? No, she did not. Oh, Carol, yeah, just be careful on, you might want to ask folks that if they're serious about bidding, that they need to send you like a PayPal deposit, even if it's only $5. Otherwise, you know, you could find yourself in the same situation I was in. Okay, that is most of the background. And I think I'm going to try and put a stop cut in here so we don't have any boo-boos. Okay. And how far down did I go? There. Okay. All right. That should allow me to... Will I carve on... the lines that are on here will stay. That will be the stamp. I got a little heavy-handed here. So I think I'll change this. What kind? I am cutting linoleum. All right, I'm changing the bit to a smaller piece. I'm going to change to this one. It's not really tedious. I find it rather enjoyable. It's fun. Is that like floor? Yeah, it's like linoleum. Let's see. I mean, you're about my age, and when I was in elementary school, you used to carve this and do prints. To get a hold of what is the best way. What? Huh? Jane asked Melissa to get a hold of you. What is the best way? To send me an email, sweetheart. Here's my email address. Or to send me a Facebook chat. It says, yeah, it does say that it's natural lino. Here, I'll show you the label that is on the back. Come on, focus. There we go. Unmounted linoleum, and it is from the Netherlands. And it certainly smells like it's legit. I remember the smell. All right. So I think, yeah, I've switched to a smaller blade, and I won't be able to reach that now. Let's see. Trying to figure out the best way to actually hold this down so you can see what's going on. Oh, you're welcome, Jane. Oh, you're having buffering issues? Try refreshing your browser, Lori. Or are you on your phone? All right, let's see. See, now I cut that line off. So I will have to move that line. There. Yeah, once you get into the smaller bits, it takes a little bit more care to not chop parts off. There. So I think I will actually switch again. To one of the smaller ones. Let's see. Hang on, guys. Here we go. Let's try this one. And this is very much like a Dremel. You have to use a little wrench and loosen the collet to put the tools in. So I'm not having any issues either in my computer or on YouTube. It's showing me 100%. So Lori, you can try refreshing the screen to see if it improves things. Let's see. Let's not make a mess of her nether regions here. And I think I will use my knife to cut around parts I don't want to get chopped off. Yeah, you can see. Okay. Straight lines are easy. It's the curved ones that are problems. Okay. There we go. 1 foot and another. Hi, Julie. Thank you. I am working on a Lino printing block. Linoleum, whatever you want to call it. Thanks, Kelly. Okay. I am basically making cut stops. It's the same thing you do when you're using a chisel on wood. You do a cut stop or a stop cut in the areas you're trying to preserve. This way, when the tool gets there, the material stops gouging out. It just helps a wee bit more in protecting the areas that you don't want removed. Okay. Oh, that's fantastic, Kelly. Good. Kelly has been pimping other channels on her last couple of videos. Thank you so much for doing that. Oh, bye, Carrie. Go have fun with your kids. Oh, come on now. That's another reason I'm not turning this carver on. I'm concerned about it being too aggressive and ruining things here. Oh, that's nice. Kelly's channel is Coffee Cup Crafts with Kelly, and she says you all have no idea how inspirational, encouraging you all have been to me since I started crafting, and how supportive of when I started my video channel. I'm just trying to give back some love. That's wonderful. That's why we're all here. You know, I don't normally watch channels that just, you know, bark out what they're doing and trying to sell products and all that. I don't like that. It seems pushy and you know, unfriendly. So, you know, I love helping out other channels, and I encourage it. With erasers, yeah. I actually did the carving, you know, the linoleum carving when I was in elementary school. See, I just bit off a toe, or a part of one anyway. I don't remember what design or whatever, but yeah, I did it. That's getting a little too close for comfort. Let's try over here. that stop cut worked well. You did it in junior high, yeah. It's fun. I'm enjoying this. I'll enjoy it up until the point where I cut off something important, and then I will, you know, I'll toss the carver across the room, and that'll be the end of it. But good night, Roberta. Have a great night. My head, no, my head's not in the way. Okay. Now, where else? Okay, we gotta go here. Your jaw hurts from clenching as you cut. Oh, that's funny. Well, I haven't seen any blood yet, so. My blood sugar thing does more damage right now than this has. Even though I'm carving towards myself, the machine's not on, so. No clenching. Alrighty. Let's see if I can't zip around her head. Hi, Patricia. How are you, sweetheart? Do I have? Yes, I do have a big leather apron. I used carving as an enhancement to my tools. You can't see what I'm doing, so let's see if I can't readjust here. I'm sorry about that. I used, like I said, carving and burning and piercing as enhancements to my wood turning. But I do have a very big leather apron for wood turning because when things are spinning at, 3,000 RPM, and it's a big chunk of wood, and it could easily just decide, I don't want to be here anymore, and launch across the room. Yeah, you definitely want something thick and strong. Oh, thanks. She's one of my chickens. I love drawing these. I drew this tonight on here. I have fun with these things. They're cute. So, and for those of you that just got here, I am using a power carver, but I am not turning it on because it makes noise. If you want to see how it works, I can happily show you, but I don't have the motor on. I'm just using it because it's the only handle I have that these tools fit in, that these blades fit in. Well, I did not do stop cuts around here. So let's see if I can do that now. All right, so they had cuts around them. So this is half of Cranky Crafters tonight. Carrie's computer didn't want to play, so they're sitting back relaxing, and I'm sure that she is playing with her Lino, if not making, you know, mountains of paper beads. Because she's a machine like that. They are here, but they may be busy packing, so feel free to say howdy to them. Okay. If anybody has any questions, put them in all uppercase so I have a better chance of seeing them. And if the chat room is not working for you, or if it acts like it's not moving, you can try clicking on the live chat or the top chat. Sometimes that makes a difference. I am so excited for them. I mean, they are so close to moving that they can taste it. I'm just so happy. And I just find it kind of comforting that my son and I both bought our first homes when we were 37. Muena was here, but she was having a lot of problems with her her internet. I think she watches over her phone. I don't know. So she was here earlier. But if you want to know anything about lino carving and block printing, everyone hold their breath while I'm cutting. Definitely pop over to Muena's channel and check out her videos, because she is the queen, and she is the inspiration behind me and Carrie trying this. I watched Muena do it, and she made this beautiful chicken, and she's selling prints of it, guys. So go check out her Etsy store too. I think she's posted it in the Facebook group. So yeah, definitely go check her out. Yeah, she does a great job with it. She really does. I love her to pieces. I want her to come over here to the US so I can kidnap her. Okay. Okay. What could you use this as background material? I'm sure you could. If you use something like maybe Aleene's or alien goo, as Linda McAllister calls it, you could probably glue this down. I should probably, not be tossing it, but oh well. Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't. It should certainly stick if you used like Aleene's glue on there. Might be a very interesting texture. That's for sure. Cutting towards myself again. Fear not. Yeah, it might make a very interesting background. But I have enough junk laying around. I don't need to keep a bag full of chips. And I have plenty more, so I can always try it. Cut around these. Okay. Let me move this, change this around a wee bit here. Okay, that's one. So anybody got any plans? Hi Laura, how are you, darling? Anybody have big plans for the weekend? Okay, they've been cut. How was I doing this? I was going this way so I could clamp it down. Oh, your sister's coming up in 2 weeks. Oh, that's good. Hopefully it's a happy visit. Uh-oh, you're gathering all of your craft supplies, huh? I had to open my window a wee bit. It's a bit warm in here. Okay. Oh, that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, Laura. Lots and lots of fun. I can't wait to get down to my studio. I believe he's installed the lights. He still has to install the heaters and the sink. But once he's done that, then I can start moving in there. I'll have to start packing up my craft supplies. Hi, Vanessa. How are you, darling? We are doing half of a Cranky Crafters tonight. My son and daughter-in-law were having production issues, so I said, all right, I'll do it. You guys were kind of sad when you heard that we weren't going to be able to stream, so I figured what the heck, I'd pop on and at least show you what I'm trying to accomplish here. Hi, Margaret. How are you? Thanks for coming. You like my chicken? Yeah, she's a lot of fun. All right, so now I think what I'm going to have to do is do some more cut lines. So stopping. These clamps are amazing, guys. Harbor Freight. They're real cheap, and they really hold stuff down. So if you're looking for some really good clamps, use those. I actually bought them for jewelry making, because if you're doing a weaving, you can put all the wires in here and they'll hold on to it real good for you, and then you can do your braid or your weave or whatever that you're doing. So that was a reason why I got them, but they really hold on to this cutting board really well. All right, so let's do that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is tight. This is going to be an interesting cut, I'll tell you. I might end up just using the X-Acto knife. Let's see if I can do it. I can get it at the right angle. There. Oh, you're sick, Vanessa? Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Echinacea, vitamin C, Airborne. I swear by Airborne. Man, that stuff works. I can hold off a cold indefinitely if I catch it early enough and really take a lot of Airborne. I love that stuff. All right, there. I actually carved that out with the X-Acto blade. Okay, let's get around that curve. Okay. And this I might also be able to do just with the X-Acto blade. Yep. Okay, Carol, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. Have a great night. I think this piece needs to be broken off. Hang on one second. Let me grab something that's strong. I don't know how this works. This drives me crazy. Do we get to see you print with this? I guess I could do it, give it a test. I guess I could do that. Let me finish cutting around the particulars. And if you all are patient enough, and I can do this in somewhat fast fashion, I will certainly print with this. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but we will find out. These pieces will have to be carved out. Oh, when it's done, of course, sure. Yeah, I'll definitely show you how the prints turn out. Definitely, that's why I'm doing this, so you guys can see the process and see how it works, and see if you want to give this a shot yourself. So a number of you here heard me talking about our next swap, which I was thinking would be a flexagon, you know, those infinity cards. But I saw that people were kind of hesitant about trying it. So I had another thought. I was watching the lovely Rebecca from Dances with Pitbulls, and she was making inchies and twinchies, and she was having so much fun with those that I thought, well, maybe being that we just did this amazing painty paper swap, maybe we could do an inchy and twinchy swap that we used our papers with. And maybe that would be more fun. So if you guys are open to that, let me know here in the chat room. And if so, I will put the challenge or the swap information together, because I just think that would kind of follow suit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be one way to use our painty papers, because that's a question that that is a question that a lot of people always ask. Well, what are you going to do with all those painty papers? Well, now I can show you what I'm going to do with them. So we could do inchies and twinchies, and maybe some ATCs. What are you going to use this for? This is to do block printing with. That's what this is. I'm carving away everything I don't want to print, and the stuff that I'm leaving is what I want to print. You made mine. Oh, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You know, I don't want to renege. You know, I offered it, but I was just concerned that, you know, maybe people weren't all that interested in doing it, because it's kind of finicky. But if you want to do it, we can certainly do it, and I will try and get those rules up, the swap guidelines, this weekend. Because I'm really looking forward to our other swap that we're going to start in April. So what are you going to use this for? This is to print. Did I cut around that? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm basically making a printing block. Okay. And what I did there was I was just doing, hi Sandy, I was doing stop cuts, so to try and avoid any disasters. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that journal one, that's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the first month, now I know that Barb Fillion had asked how many pages it was going to be. Talk about window shopping, Kelly, right? Kelly Wood says, I just spent hours putting cheap dies from eBay into my cart, $150 worth, and I just walked away. I do that all the time. I fill my AliExpress cart until it is bursting at the seams. And then I just go, I close the page and I move on. That's funny. Let's try, let's see if I can't use that for over here. Oh, I gotta clamp this down. I don't know if this will not work. I'm sure of it. Okay. 80 items. Oh my God, yeah. It's fun, you know, I mean, it gets a lot of stress out. And then you can always just sit back and evaluate, you know, do I really need all that stuff? Dream shopping, yeah. Window shopping. It's like walking into Michael's, and I have done this too. Walking into Michael's or AC Moore or one of those other places, and I walk around the store and I put a whole crap load of stuff in my cart, and I usually end up putting it all away before I, you know, and then or just leaving the cart there and wandering off. Most times, Clara, you can get free shipping on your AliExpress orders. So I'm probably out of frame right now, but let's see. Yeah, most of the time, and if you run across something like, you know, a die of, I don't know, a house, you can search for that exact die and keep looking until you find a seller that has free shipping. Don't grab it on the first go. Like if you see it right away and you grab it, you say, "Oh, I got to get it." Do a search for that die, because chances are you're going to find it cheaper, you know, with another seller, and find one that is offering free shipping. So, I mean, it's just like eBay. I don't buy, you know, the first thing I find. I always shop around, and I always check Amazon and eBay before I buy anything, just to see which is cheaper, because Amazon ain't always the cheapest. Okay. Okay. That I'm going to have to use the V tool. This is not going to work. Exactly, Linda. Shop around, save some money so you can get some other crafty goodies. Tain't no sense in spending it all in one place if you don't have to, right? Anybody heard about, where did I get the lino? I got the lino sheets from Cheap Joe's last time I was down in Boone. But he has an online shop that you can get it too. Let's see how much this was.
Amazon and Digblix have them, and they sometimes have them with a particle board backing, so there's a flat. It stays flat.
Oh, okay.
When you print on it.
Okay, so Sanjay just reports back to me that you can get these on Amazon and Digblix for good prices, and some of them come with particle board backing, so it stays nice and stiff.
So it stays flat when you print it.
Right, so it stays flat when you print it, and
because
so
if you carve out a large area.
Yeah, this is real soft now. Yeah.
You carve a large area and you try to print on that. That'll.
Yeah. So so yeah, try Amazon. I noticed that Amazon prices were kind of expensive.
Do a Google search for linoleum block.
Yeah, do a Google search.
Linoleum will come you vinyl floor tile.
Do a Google search for linoleum block.
not linoleum.
or a linoleum carving block.
But not linoleum itself. Because
Yes, but not linoleum because you'll get hundreds of floor samples.
Which are vinyl, not linoleum.
What happened? Oh no, Sandra, I hate that. And you work with those tiny, tiny seed beads too. Oh, I'm so sorry. That crap happens to me when I'm doing a, what do you call it? When I was doing knitting or crocheting, this really massive pattern, or a fisherman knit sweater, and you notice that, 20 rows down, you made a huge mistake. Yeah, been there, done that. Don't like it. I'm so sorry, Sandra. If I could help you pick up all the beads and start over, I would.
Almost like the glitter bomb.
Almost like a glitter bomb, yeah. Alright, so, oh, I think I missed a spot there. This really goes rather quickly. I was shocked at how quickly it goes. Okay, so I've got those over there. Let's see, I hope I don't have any more floating around. Okay. Let's switch this out. And now I'm going for a V tool. That's a very sharp V. Oh, tatting, yeah, my God. You get half a tablecloth done and realize you got to rip it all out. All right, let's see what happens now. Okay. Oh, then carving this out, yeah, it goes pretty quick. And if you're just doing a simple design, like if you're just trying this out, go watch, in fact, she's probably still live now, yes. Go watch Mary Abrams over at the Mary Atelier. She does homemade stamps, and she did a whole series of Christmas balls. And she made them out of erasers or or what do they call that? Easy carve. So, you can go try out small patterns like that. Even simple things like a checkerboard or something, just to see how you like it. Okay. There's another reason I don't have this thing on right now, because this is such a tiny area that one slip and everything would be gone. All right, now I see that I got too close here. There. So yeah, if you are working and you accidentally cut into a line that you didn't mean to, you can always, if you haven't carved out everything yet, you can always adjust that line a little bit. So that got a little close over here. So I'm just making this piece of her comb a touch smaller. And that will take care of it. that looks good. We're getting there, folks. So Laura is prepping her house to get ready for her sister's visit so they can craft to their heart's content. What's everybody else doing this weekend? I have to do the weekly shopping and take care of the chickens. And that's about all I'm doing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on Sunday. Probably pouring. Cabin fever at the rec center. Oh, that sounds like fun. Linda Trey says that they have an event where she is called Cabin Fever at the rec center, and it's all kinds of crafts, products, junk, food, and a little of everything. We are going after my brother is delivered. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're still waiting for that? I thought that would have come by now. I don't think he'd mind sitting on the stoop while you went to have fun. That does sound like a fun day. We don't have those kinds of things here on Long Island. It's just too blooming expensive to do that kind of stuff. We have, you know, one or two little events, but nothing fun like that. He would be here at noon. Oh, you have to sign for him. Well, it's not like he's going to run away or anything, for heaven's sakes. Leave him on the stoop. He'll be fine. Although, if you have creeps in the neighborhood that like to steal packages, boy, oh boy, that would probably cure them of doing that. All right, so that is pretty much, I have to do around the feet. But other than that, I think the outline is pretty good. Now I got to do all the inside stuff, and the inside stuff's going to be much more finicky, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish that in quick order here. So this might have to be a to be continued thing. And maybe if I can get it finished, because, you know, once you start seeing me do this, it's, you know, it gets to be boring, because it's same old, rinse, repeat, you know. So what I can do is I'll finish the outline here, and then I'm sure there's more fun activities you all could be doing. So I'll finish working on this on my own. Someone stole a van that a body. Oh my God. That's funny. You know, I think I've heard of that too. Yeah. Idiots. Letting your brother take one last road trip, huh? That would be funny. All right. No, they wouldn't tell you. I've heard horror stories about some of these places that are supposed to be taking care of our dearly departed. Well, I hope Moena doesn't think I'm doing anything terribly wrong, because it feels like I'm doing it okay. She's gonna have a short toe over there. That's okay, she won't mind. Yeah, I think they'd keep that pretty much hush-hush, yeah. You know, the send-off that we had from my mother, we thought, you know, originally it was a joke, and then we started thinking about it. And, you know, it was perfect. Moena's channel. Let me get it for you, sweetheart, and I will post it for you. So just give me one quick second here. Hang on. I gotta change gears here. 1 second. Let me look. Almost there. There we are. Copy link. There we go. Here's Moena's channel. Yes, it's going to be a huge stamp. It certainly is. I mean, I can try doing a print right now just to see how bad the outside is. Yes, Moena Wren. She is an absolute love. have to adjust the inside line because I bit into that one a wee bit. And this one too. Okay. And thin down her thighs a wee bit. Yeah, Moena is a love. She's very young. She's only 20. I think she's coming up on maybe her 21st birthday. But she is an absolute sweetheart. She's very, very pretty. And she's got such a good heart. She takes care of a brownie troop, and she works with the mentally and physically disabled. She lives with her grandparents. She's just a sweetheart. And you have to check out Petal, her hamster Petal. Petal is the size of an American football. And she is absolutely adorable. All right, so now comes the dicey part because I have to start on the inside. So let's see. Yeah, how best should I do this so that you can continue to watch? Let's see. Now I'm going to have to make these lines a wee bit bigger. Otherwise, I won't be able to carve around them. Aw, thanks, Jillian. I appreciate the thumbs up, folks. And if you're not a subscriber, I would so love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And I do have a new challenge going out that if I can get to 2,000 subbies, I will start giving away 2 prizes a week instead of the current 1 prize a week. So pimp me out to your friends and on your social media, and I will pay it back. All right, so you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll cut around one of these little comb pieces here. Okay. Oh, your phone is running out. All right, Julie. Well, thanks for coming. I do appreciate it. You have a great weekend. I'm trying to be real easy with it here. So you put that stop cut there, and it prevents it from getting too messy. Okay. I think that's got it. Little spot here. There. Okay. So at this point, guys, it's pretty tedious. And there's no point in you just sitting here watching me. You might be able to go catch maybe Mary or Rio. I don't know if they're still alive. But I think that this gives you enough of an idea of carving Lino blocks. And I'm so happy that you all joined me. It was an impromptu show, but it was fun nonetheless, and I do so appreciate everybody coming. And like I said, if you want to send PJ and Carrie some happy thoughts, and go, and that you're excited about them moving and all of that, please do so on the Facebook group. They'll definitely get it. And so yeah, the Cranky Crafters and Epiphany Craft Studio live streams will be back in a couple of weeks as soon as they're done moving. But in the meantime, I'll be here again on Sunday at 7 p.m. Most probably it's going to be acrylic pouring. And if I get this finished, then maybe I will do maybe I'll show you a print of this as well. All right, guys, so you all have a wonderful night. You have a great weekend. I love you all. I hope that you are surrounded by love and happiness and laughter on this weekend. And I'll see you all on Sunday. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. So love you all. Good night. Hi, everyone. It's Melissa from 70 Acre Studio. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd be grateful if you'd please give me a thumbs up and a kind comment down below. Please share my channel with your friends and on your social media. And please subscribe. When you subscribe, please click the alarm bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Thanks for helping grow my channel. So long now.